And that's going to work as we jump into the draft here. Game number 2. Let's see how they adjust. Once again, I would agree with both drafts previous game, but Onic was able to flip the script in that one. So how are the adjustments going to be made? They're on the blue, Deus Vult on the red.
All right, so Deus Vult's going to choose red side this time. Yesterday, the stats did get a little skewed, but blue still seems to be the favorite. But Deus Vult, I think, want that 2-pick bounce back. Bans looking a little bit different already. Onic banning out the Minotaur early on, to whereas last game, that was not even on the list at all for them.
Onic banning out AoE protection here from the Netherrealm as well as the Minuan Fury. So this perhaps show a little bit about what they're... Maybe they want to play a catch composition, right?
Or just want to try to slow
If I'm
down.
wrong, just tell me I'm wrong. I can't control my emotions.
You're not wrong.
I just never know. Coach Eb's that good.
No.
He's that good. Come on, man. He's that good.
I never know,
What did you say earlier? He just shows up with the phone. you know, it's funny if you look at. I wish there was coach head-to-heads, right? In terms of like.
I mean, now we see Yeb and Fly Solo's heads.
What do they bring?
Oh.
Like most banned picks or something for them. Like what's their most common bans?
What's the equipment they bring to the draft?
Fly Solo is bringing a book.
Mr. Mao brought a piece of paper.
Okay, Mr. Mao brought a singular piece of paper.
If I'm a coach, I'll bring a PC.
A whole PC.
I'll set it up.
You know what Leo would bring? Leo would bring a tablet.
Leo would bring a tablet.
Yeah.
That's why I'm better than great.
What would Wolf bring?
Nothing. He's got a brain.
Wolf will bring a home theater.
Yeah, actually, that's true.
Right?
Every time Wolf travels, he brings so much.
He would be like podcasting up there or something, right? He'd bring a guest. He'd bring a guest.
Either ways, Deus Vult betting out 3 junglers here, Guinevere, Nolan, as well as the Joy. Onic betting out the Faramis, Minotaur, as well as the Bruno, and first picking.
I feel like this is months ago. Like we've taken 3 steps back in the meta. Fredrin first pick.
Leaderboard up there as well. Sao now sits at 6 in all-time M-Series assist leaders with 318 assists, surpassing Moon in this series. I feel like he could have jumped higher if he didn't take those kills when he was playing the Diggy.
That's true. I think he should just first pick Diggy right now.
I don't hate it.
I just want it.
Because you see, okay,
I want him.
here's the crazy thing, right? Having Kyrie on having Fredrin, you would assume is going to the jungle. What if they do it again? And Boots uses Fredrin. Mirko hates this. Let me know that. Mirko hates this, but who knows?
XP Fred.
Mirko hates it, but maybe that's why Onic will do it.
I mean, even if it, for example, if it's AP Bren, like you never know, they could put it in the mid lane. They've done that.
Yeah, they have done that.
They can do whatever they want.
Yeah. That's one thing. Okay, I will say.
You can do whatever you want.
You can. Fredrin, the fact that you can flex him is kind of still the scary thing, but most likely, let's just assume they're going to play the safe route, go in the jungle.
Introducing my buddy.
We got to say, Fredrin is flexing. Look at his portrait, man.
Yeah.
I didn't.
That's MOBA Fred right there.
I
MOBA Fred. All right, I see you.
MOBA Fred.
MOBA Fred.
He's here, by the way.
Shout out to MOBA Fred.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't hear us in the audience. It's the Tagala broadcast. But either ways, showing the Valentina, at least we know it's not mid. At least we know it's not Sans on this Fredrin. But now having the Angela, I personally do still prefer Angela roam rather than Angela mid, because sometimes it feels like not enough damage. Maybe even a Lilia here would be great.
Ooh. Yeah.
Right?
I mean, Lilia's been a monster. I think it would fit very well.
You're a monster.
You're a monster.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Lilia, talk about Lilia.
You threw him off his point,
It's a great pick. It's a great pick.
Pain.
That's all.
You threw him
You
off.
actually make analyzing so easy for me, because I just have to say like 2 words, you interrupt me, and then it makes the desk, because, you know, normally I do the play-by-play, so I'm over here, I'm like taking notes, but you got, thank you,
Trex
honestly.
gets
And I
3
mean
words
that honestly.
in.
I'll bring extra mints next time.
Next time, like if I had like someone else anchoring right now, I'd have to talk too much.
Oh, there's some familiar faces, by the way, in the crowd. From
Is that Gideon? No, I'm just kidding.
Is that Gideon?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Kelra, right?
Yeah, Kelra.
Yeah, Kelra.
Kelra at Max, and I didn't catch the screen on the last one.
Either ways, now thinking of bans here, because for both teams, theoretically we have the junglers. Confirmed we have the gold laners. So now Deus Vult, they're batting out the Matilda. At this point, I kind of feel like it's hard to ban against Keyboy. He's shown that if you don't give him anything tanky, he'll take something damages.
Damage.
Like I'm good. Was that the I'm good one?
No.
What's I'm good?
You just
No,
said-
damage, damage.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Damage, damage.
Trex
I
is
thought we were
still...
speaking more Malaysian. I'm sorry.
Team is banning.
Again, look at the AoE setups that's been banned out by Onic. They're still cooking, and I'm hungry.
Man, this is a weird thing to see that Tigreal has now like had so much of an impact that he's actually banned out.
You want to say something, Trex? I mean,
Tigreal's a monster.
oh, okay, right, cool.
Tigreal's a monster. So, but here's the thing. I feel like those are the things that Deus Vult kind of wants. They do have the Angela, yes. I mean, it could be like Rome, but I think most likely it's mid-Angela, right?
Yep.
So they keep on banning out, like they ban out the Tigreal here. I think it would fit well for them. They get first pick on the, they get first pick on the next pick. So what are they going for again? The Matilda's banned out. I feel like they're banning against themselves right now a little bit.
I still feel like Lilia is great, but you know what? Nice is great. What do you think?
I want to take a look at the XP lane, right? Because Terizzo's banned down, Lapu Lapu.
Your team is picking.
Is that, I don't
Diggy.
recognize...
Oh,
Arlott.
Arlo, as Leo
Arlo.
said.
Diggy doesn't sound low.
If Diggy sounded like that, I don't know what kind of Diggy you're playing, man. I don't know what voice pack you have in the game.
alone.
That's never mind.
Welcome to the Chad voice pack, where every hero just had a Chad voice.
It's like, it's nothing but Arlo, it's nothing but Fredrin, it's nothing but like all the, who else? Yuzong.
Yeah.
And it's Naisu voicing them all.
Oh, that works.
That honestly works.
Just Naisu like, hoot hoot.
Don't start. Don't start. I don't know if you heard what happened to the wild card.
What happened?
do what I want.
Let's not talk about
Let's
it.
get back to the
Dyrok
draft.
getting
Let's get back
picked
to the draft.
again. So this is going to be jungler Fredrin, and the last pick here, Roamer, is going to be the
Your
Cho.
team is picking.
Maybe that's why they ban out a lot of AoE stuff.
Yeah.
Makes it easier for the Cho to pick anyone off.
Definitely easier for the Cho to pick anything off, but this is, once again,
Diggy question mark?
Diggy question mark.
Diggy question mark?
I mean, there's not a whole, but the problem is they have the Valentina. So that's kind of like, it kind of makes the Diggy much more weak. And also with the Angela, do you really want to be that squishy in the laning phase? Do you really want to, put that much in? It just seems you have a very weak laning phase. Both, you have two supports essentially, nothing to stop them if they want to invade. It's
But-
a problem.
Pretend if she's not there.
Who?
Who's she?
Valentina.
Just pretend?
Yeah.
Is that your goal?
I mean,
She's there. She's locked in, LaFell.
That's-
We can't pretend.
Yeah, but it's a mental thing. Remember,
it's
that's
a
what Kid
mental
Bumba
thing.
said.
It's a Kid Bomba mentality. Just pretend that's not a problem.
Navaria.
Novaria. So this is going to be an Angela Roam. Trex, if you disagree, you can
no,
say you
it's
disagree.
definitely. I mean, I guess you could do either one, Rome, right?
Let's assume Angela Roam.
Angela Rome, but still, it's a very weak laning phase.
It's only
It's
weak.
very invadable.
It's only weak if you think it's weak.
It's all about mindset.
Your mentality, Trex. You have to have a mentality of an
All right, give us the intro,
of an
LaFell.
instinct
Give us the
dinosaur.
intro. We're jumping to the land of dawn.
No, we gotta break
gotta
it down.
go.
We gotta break it down.
Dude.
Chris. He's throwing you off, man.
Dude, this is your moment. Analyze.
All right, let's take a look at this team comparison. Right now, Onic does have the better draft by the stats, of course. By the stats. They have a little bit more CC. They have the Cho. And I think the Cho is going to be a great answer when we look at this Novaria. It's something that can get back to that backside. And you pair that up with the Valentina, it looks like a very rough first 5 minutes for the side of Deus Vult.
We're going to jump into the game where the mindset is the key. If you think you're gonna win, you're gonna win. If the opponent is a problem, pretend it's not a problem. Let's jump into the line of dawn. Will this Valentina be a problem for Deus Vult?
Ooh. There's the flex, Kyrie.
Oh! Yo, shout out to Mirko, it's a Fredrin EXP. I like that even as an anchor, I can call things out.
Who would
They
have thought?
just switch it up, They like
how
to switch it up.
How do we feel about the Dynamos jungle, though? I mean,
Look
we've
at
seen
my
it done
face.
before. Yes.
See, I'm happy.
You're not.
Dude,
You're frowning.
No, I'm not. Dude, don't lie to the audience. I'm grinning.
All right. So you feel good about it?
No, we got to talk to the analysts. What do you think, Trex?
I think the Fredrin could actually have a decent matchup up against Kid Bomba, depending how you time the taunt.
Yeah.
If Kid Bomba tries to, dash in close to you, get that Dauntless onto you, then there's some possibilities there to maybe taunt him up, stop him in his tracks, and slow things down a little bit.
speaking of slowing things down, does Deus Vult want to slow down their tempo here just because they have the Novaria? They need at least 2 to 3 items to make sure that the meteors start to hit a little bit harder.
I mean, looking at all those wilderness blessings, they definitely want to try to keep pace at least, I can say that much. And because they have probably a slightly weaker laning phase, a little bit of a worse lane clear, I feel like, and it's a bit more dangerous for them to move around, having those in their kit is going to be very helpful when Onic tries to maybe attack those side lanes.
Man, at this point, you know, as we kind of look at things unfold rotation-wise early on, the biggest part for this is, do we actually see Deus Vult want to win some of these early fights? Hold on, Sawa already with the damage coming through. First blood going to the hands of Kyrie on this Dyroth jungle pick that we've been talking about for a while now. But, you know, I guess that just completely gets rid of the question. They don't want to really contest this. Magister going to be forced to use that ultimate. Keyboy there alongside Kim Bomba. Still going to be going for it, but Turtle going to be worked on. Boots has to figure out Bomba. Goes in with a Bomba slash. Still going to be working. There's the way of the dragon. The target is Kid Bomba. Going to get punished as he's taken out as well. Plus the Turtle, the hands of Onic.
Trex, we got to talk about the power spike coming in from Ani because having this Dyroth jungler, just the emblem setup, having the Rupture, you're already having a lot of penetration with this as an emblem. And then he also has the Fury Hammer. There's quite a lot of damage without committing to full items.
I mean, my main thing is, I wonder if that flex was kind of very last minute, especially seeing that the mid side was so weak for Deus Vult, and that's exactly where they target first. Last game, they really tried to target in the XP lane, they messed it up, right? Yep. Kyrie gets caught off guard, but this time, our target is Sawo, our target is Sunset Lover, and they make that work so well. Look at Sans right now, just completely dominating the mid lane, and watch for Kyrie in the mid bush as well. You can already tell that is their focus, disrupt Deus Vult mid side.
Okay, Keyboy should be fine, gets out just perfectly. Once again, Deus Vult, one of the struggles here early on is some of that damage potential, right? It's going to lack a little bit here. They got to build some time, especially with the Novara. We do know that typically Novara can be found at the top of the damage meters, but still, you have to be able to work around what's being thrown at you from Onic, especially the fact that they've already garnered themselves nearly a 2K lead at this point. And they're still putting the focus here now on the bottom side against Carvey.
Yeah. Well, caught my before that Magister was taking a bit of damage coming in from Kyrie.
There's the hard guard. Magister going to be the focus. The kick comes through. A double kick alongside the hard guard. Magister going to be taken out in a split second once again, even with the hard guard.
Now you mentioned the mallet, right? And that's right there. Like, Magister already has the breastplate there. He should be able to absorb damage, but just being able to shred through that right now. Ooh.
Okay.
With Kyrie.
Imagine if Kid Bomba pushed him towards Sunset Lover and Sunset Lover died.
Yeah, that would have been a feels map. You know?
Feels real bad.
Feels bad, man.
One thing that caught my eye as well was before this, we saw the graphic of Brody going up against the Claude. Just by win rate itself, Claude has 66.67% win rate, and Brody so far in M5 have 33.33. So it's basically half. Right, so Claude has been winning at least double the matches of the Brody.
What's funny is for a while you would only see Claude 2 up against things like the Fermis, up against some of these very tanky compositions, but Claude has been getting picked left and right no matter what composition. He's been getting favored before many other marksmen, but Magister.
They're going to commit to Sans. He does flicker out, still holding on to the hard guard himself. Kid Bulma going to jump in with a vengeance, but still going to work on it. Boots now has to flicker out. Torn apart, remember going to be used. Keyboard goes in with the way of the dragon. Hard guard there. There's the final slash again. Carvey going to be taken out. CW jumps in. Guns blazing. And it's Sour to fall now. Kid Bomba going to be in trouble as he's taken down in the mid lane.
A nice try from Deus Vult there, and I love the fact that they're consistently trying to push, even when they're at the deficit, but at some point, you do have to slow it down. If they keep on trying that, it's going to keep hurting. They're in a bad spot here. I think at this point, they need to try to hold on, let Sunset Lover get some items in.
We got to talk about a tempo here because Onic is not slowing down. Magister keeps trying to find targets, but the damage from Deus Vult is not there, especially if Carvey gets targeted earlier, because even though he has the Blade of Heptases, the initial hit is going to hurt. But it looks like still not enough, just because Keyboy is there.
I mean, they have the mechanics, right? We're seeing them make plays happen, but without that damage, those plays are never going to matter, and Onic is going to be able to outlast you.
Sunset Lover now having the Lightning Truncheon. I want to say it's enough for them to deal the damage, but again, they got to find a way to deal the damage.
I mean, the way the past couple fights have gone, even when they sometimes are the ones initiating it, there just isn't enough right now, right? For the most part, even if Kim Bomba finds the final slash he's looking for, it's kind of troublesome. They have more time. Again, he's going to use it, but it's on Keyboy. Now the focus once again. Hard guard come out from Sans. There's the way the Dragon tries to stay alive. Finally, Keyboy will get taken out, but all this Turtle's going to be worked on by Kyrie. Will be able to secure the third one of the game. So Devu gets on the board here, but they give up another objective plus this turret.
I want to say that's still good coming in from Deus Vult because I feel like as a shot caller, it gives you the confidence. No matter how bad the call is, if everyone says, okay, we're going to commit, they commit. I like this commit coming in from Deus Vult.
All right, so taking a look at Sunset Lover, just locked in.
They're going to go for Kid Bomba here. Just taking care of a little overcommitment there from Devu to go for Sans.
Kid Bomba the sacrifice right now, just consistently getting picked off. He has been making some plays, but once again, Deus Vult falling behind almost 5K gold. If this keeps up, the boiling point is going to come soon.
Dude, at this point, Onic is pretty hot already.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know how much time Deus Vult can buy, because again, in terms of scaling, Claude is one of those heroes that one of the dangers is not just the damage, it's the fact that it's so hard to catch. And with the lineup of Deus Vult, not a lot of people can catch him.
And at what point do you I get that sometimes when you're behind, you want to still play like you're even, you want to try to go for it, but at what point do you really just back off? It's not like they don't have, late game possibilities here. Sadly, the Brody is going to take a while and it might even be too late for him, but wait a second.
They're actually going to fight this again for the purple buff. Final slash going to come through. Carvey has the hard guard, but Keyboy going to kick him again with the way of the Dragon. Magister going to fall. CW jumps in, going, guns blazing. Carvey trying to run back, has the heals there from Sawo. Will be fine. No one fell from Onic though. Magister down.
Dude, looking at this, I want to say Deus Vult still has a chance. Just because they have the Novaria. They can clear the waves, they can buy time. Look at the damage now. Sunset Lover is doing the highest damage here with Carvey as well, but I feel like there's still a chance. I still feel Devu can come back from this one.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of damage, but they're also starting a lot of these fights. They're taking a lot of engagements, and Onic is just winning out in the long haul. Yes, they're letting them give them some damage, but they're so ahead right now that that damage just isn't enough to take them down. Deus Vult, First Lord coming up.
Keyboy.
I think there's...
Yep.
Look at Keyboy's placement, man.
He's going to wait patiently, but I don't think Devu even wants to commit to this. Looks like they're just going to give it up. They're waiting patiently there. So, Lord going to go in the hands of Onic. Carvey. Oh, Carvey. Very close. Keyboy. Good discipline.
No. Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay.
He's going to be fine.
We set it up.
Yep. Now, actually, this might be the response, Keyboy. Slide on through still. Again, this is the deficit showing here. Onic very confident on how they want to play this. Sans holding on to the final slash himself. And this is the adaptability that you see some of the best Valentina players is how they utilize some of these ultimates from the other side.
Now the question is, Trex, what does Deus Vult have to do? How are they going to make sure that they don't lose much more than what they have already lost?
Well, they've been taking these team fights very well. I have to give them that even though they are so far behind, most they've been losing is one member at a time in large scrims, in long-ending scrims. Carvey has been positioning himself greatly. Sunset Lover as well, and Sawo giving them all heals and finding those things perfectly. So I think at this point, if they hang on, and I mean hang on for dear life, Boots maybe overextends at some point, or maybe Keyboy overextends at some point. They find that, they wait for this bottleneck to come in, and they, maybe... Oh!
Again, a final slash going to be used, but they're going to go ahead and fight outside in the base. Hard guard already there. Keyboy, though, in the backside, going to get shut down already. Now Boots going to be the focus. Turret finally goes down. Kyrie going to jump in. Won't be able to land the strike. CW, though, jumps in. Carvey's taken out. Multiple bodies falling for Devu. 3 down. Onic, though, happy with the turret on the bottom side.
That final slash coming in from Sans.
Disgusting.
If Kid Bomba finds a 5-man final slash,
Yep.
It may not be enough. Let's be real, but it's a step in the right direction. But actually, this time, for real though, I feel like what he should do is not a 5-man slash. It's just 1 man. Like I feel like at this point, pick off Onic one by one, and then perhaps that's the way you do it.
You have to just get what you can at this point. You don't want to bring them all in. And here's the thing: I don't see CW getting caught right now. He's just been so greedy with that blazing duet. He always comes in at the very last minute, and it's almost like his target is Carvey.
Another way the Dragon going to be used alongside the Heart Guard. Final Slash already using CW though. Even a half health going to go in. Boots will fall. Deus Vult striking back here, happy to fight on against Onic.
1 at a time, man, 1 at a time. Eventually, everything will be equalized, right?
Yeah, but how are they doing? Like, I just can't. I'm even though they're losing, I'm having so much respect for Deus Vult. They're 10K behind, but they're coming out in a fight, not even under their towers, but under the purple buff.
Numbers is just a concept.
It's not real. It's all about mentality.
Exactly. If you don't think you're 10K behind,
you're not.
It's all about that mentality.
Mentality, man, mentality.
Numbers are just numbers.
That's what I told the Starbucks girl the other day.
Really?
But she still said I had to pay for the coffee.
Yeah. What do you mean it's that much? It's just a number.
Maybe it is.
So this is what I have.
I would say, even though it's a concept, it's a very popular concept.
True.
Well, the concept right now, Lord going to be up. Keyboy in a similar position as earlier. So you're going to keep Magister at bay here. Lord already going to be secured. They force him back. Deus Vult can't really contest these. Given the fact that they're 10K behind, that number is definitely true here.
Oh, yeah. Like, as much as you want to imagine it's not real, when it hits you, it does feel like, oh, that feels like a 10,000 difference.
Yep.
Yeah, especially when you look at all of the items and how far ahead Onic really is. I mean, literally, nobody on the side of Deus Vult is even close right now. Sawo only has 2 items, only the flask.
Carvey is 2 items behind.
Yeah.
Like, basically, a 10,000 goalie means 2 items difference here. And 2 items is a lot of items.
But somehow Deus Vult still holding on.
Hey, pretend it's not real.
Pretend it's not real.
Right now they got to deal with this Lord. Throwing it to the bottom side. Final Slash going to be used for the minions. Help clear it out a little bit faster. But Kid Bomba, one shot away! Boots going to go in with a flicker of Prazer's Wrath to clean up the kill. So down Kid Bomba. Lord's still going to be worked on here. Deus Vult holding on to 1 turret in the mid lane for a little bit longer. Onic waiting patiently for this. Sands in the backside. What can Deus Vult do to hold on here? Heart Guard going to be utilized, still going to be fighting now. Sands goes in on the backside on Carvey, forcing him to get back, to heal up. They try to hold their own. Still, Boots going to be the focus. The shots come down. Torn apart memory to follow through. Lord finally gone. Deus Vult, though, holds on.
Holding on so well. Even Carvey, when he gets targeted there, he gets Final Slash, adjusts over, then flickers back into safety where he's going to get some health back up. I mean, just their micro mechanics and everything that they're doing in these team fights has been so clean. Let's take a look at some of the damage dealt. Sans now taking the lead here, but Carvey and Sunset Lover following so close behind.
I would say the way that Deus Vult is grouping up is making it very difficult for Keyboy to select a target. And we know Keyboy can do it. One of the best choke players in the world, but now Magister is getting attacked.
You want to fight again. Kyrie gonna get Final Slash into the squad. Deus Vult wants to fight here. They're trying to go for it. Keyboy gonna get the kick. Carvey could be in trouble here. Can't get away as Sands gets the kill. Boots there trying to keep them at bay. Sands and Kyrie quite low. Sunset Lover trying to shoot down from the distance. Deus Vult still keeping it together despite the 12K deficit.
This is why Keyboy is one of the best choke players in the world, man. He found Carvey in that skirmish.
I mean, in Deus Vult, though, here's the thing. They weren't like hanging on. They were trying to take that fight. They wanted that fight. They kept on pushing forward. All Sunset Lover has to do is actually land one of those meteors onto the back line. She consistently kind of connects onto Keyboy or connects onto Boots here. She needs to find CW or Sans. If Sunset Lover can do that, it could be a tide changer.
I'm wondering here, too, does Deus Vult, is it better just to continue to defend in the base? Don't get caught out, don't get sandwiched, trying to actually contest these Lords at this point.
I would say because of their poke, they can contest, but they shouldn't go heavy on it. It's like, just scout for division, try to figure out what's the next plan coming in from Onic and figure out a way how to disrupt it. Because having the Dyrov as well as having the Fredrin, they want to engage first. If you can somehow isolate them, then maybe you can do something. Because going for Sans, going for CW is going to be very, how do I say this, very ambitious. If you can get them, then that's great, but you are hoping for them to make the mistake.
This is going to be the hardest Lord, though, right here. If they can get past this one, then honestly, there could be a hope. We're creeping really far into that late game.
See if they can hold it together. Lord, mid-side. Heart Guard going to be used already. Keyboy going in with a conceal, looking for Carvey once again.
Ooh,
Flicker
nice.
on the defense, still going to hold it out together. Final Slash going to be used in response. Torn apart memory comes down. They're holding on a cafe for now. Sans goes in with a flicker, finds Kid Bomba. But Devu, they still hold on. They've dealt with the Lord. Now they have to deal with these minions. Pushing in, still keeping it together. The jump in from Kyrie, Carvey. Wind of Nature's not going to be enough as he falls. Magister next, and Onic looks to take game number 2 against Devu.
Onic starting things off in this best of 5 with a 2-0, and this time they didn't make it close. This game, Onic showed their strength.
Deus Vult hangs on for as long as they can. But Kid Bomba got defused that game, and Onic have the code. They were able to come through and, I mean, just cleanly execute. Yes, it was definitely a tough battle for them trying to get to that base. I mean, it was drawn out. Those fights were moving on and on and on, but Keyboy continuously harassing Carvey, I think, was the answer.
The Sky Kings are flying too high. Deus Vult had trouble bringing them down.